At Mika's 71 degrees.
They shouldn't be here. Black Panthers, ghosts of the jungle, now starving
They are the sons of the Midnight Sun, forgotten by a traveling circus that froze in its tracks.
One wrong move, and the widow becomes the meal. But she isn't afraid. Hunger recognizes hunger.
The ground here isn't soil, it's iron. At Maigas and 71 degrees Celsius,
Behind her, the shadows follow. These are not creatures of the north. They're sleek, obsidian coat. The lead male, Nero, eyes her with a mix of predatory instinct and desperate recognition.
The meat is frozen solid, but to a starving predator, in this cold.
She feeds them like chickens, but these chickens could tear her throat out in a heartbeat. It's a delicate dance of dominance and survival.
She remembers the day the circus truck slid off the ice road. The drivers fled.
In Yakutia, the sun is a liar. It shines with the brightness of a diamond, but offers the warmth of a refrigerator bulb.
She leads them back toward her homestead. It is the only heat island for 100 miles. If the fire goes out, they all become statues.
Even the beasts have learned the wisdom of the old widow. Follow the path, or sink into the drifts and die.
The pechka is the heart of the home. Without it, the house would be reclaimed by the frost in under an hour.
Her joints ache with a pain that feels like grinding glass. 73 years.
They cannot come inside. The heat would shock their hearts, and the space is too small. They stay in the lean-to, a shelter.
She prays for the elk. She prays for the cats. And she prays that the woodpile holds out and... To feed them, she must hunt. In a land where metal snaps like twigs.
Her stockpile of frozen elk is dwindling. It was meant to last her through the long winter. It was not meant to feed 3 ravenous apex predators.
Every direction looks the same. An endless, featureless white desert. Without the familiar land.
She sets snares for rabbit and fox, not just for herself, but for the panthers.
It's not much, but it's something. A meal for one of the cats, perhaps, or a supplement to her own meager rations.
A fresh track. Musk deer. Agile, wary, and highly sought after.
Every breath must be controlled. Every tremor suppressed. One shot, one chance.
The wind shifts. The shot becomes impossible. Patience, she reminds herself, is the currency of survival. For now, the hunt is futile.
The cold finds every weakness, every crack in the armor.
Hope is a rare commodity in Yakutia, but Agafia doesn't deal in hope. The Great White Death has shifted. Now, it is the Black Blizzard. When the wind exceeds...
It is a radical act of empathy. In this cold, giving up your coat is usually a... She calculates the remaining pieces in her head. She has 12 hours of heat left.
Water is a luxury. You cannot eat snow. It will lower your core temperature until your heart stops. You must burn wood to drink.
The sisters, Luna and Tisol, have found their own way to survive.
She doesn't pray for the storm to stop. She prays for the strength to endure it.
The animal is stronger now. He moves toward her, not with hunger, but with...
The most dangerous journey of her life is only 20 feet away. In a whiteout, 20 feet is a marathon.
She prepares for the death walk. She ties a rope around her waist and anchors it to the heavy table.
The wind hits her like a physical blow. At minus 71 degrees Celsius, the air is so dense it feels like walking through water.
Blind. Deaf. Numb. She navigates by the feel of the rope and the memory.
Her heart!
The beast has returned the favor. He uses his massive body as a windbreak, a wall of living muscle against the Arctic blast.
Together, the widow and the ghost stumble back into the light. They have won another few hours.
The storm has broken, but it has left a graveyard in its wake. The elk meat is gone.
She isn't the only ghost in the taiga. A Siberian tiger, king of these woods.
The jungle meets the tundra. Nero, though smaller, stands his ground. He isn't protecting the meat. He is protecting...
The sound is like the earth cracking open. It is a warning. Leave the meat, or become part of the landscape.
Agafia knows she can...
Red light screams across the sky. To the tiger, it is a piece of the sun falling to earth. For a moment, the predator hesitates. That moment is all Agafia needs.
She makes herself large. She makes herself loud. She becomes the most dangerous thing in the woods.
The king retreats, not because he is weak, but because he is smart. There are easier meals than a young South Asian woman guarded by shadows and fire.
The adrenaline leaves her body.
They don't go for the meat. They check on the pack leader. The bond is no longer about food.
Not yet. If she sleeps here, she will be a statue by moonrise. She abandons the meat. Her life and their lives are worth more than a few pounds of frozen deer.
The air is so cold it is literally sparkling.
A stroke of luck, or a final gift from the cats. The door gives way.
She reaches the hearth. With the last of her strength,
She throws the remaining birch logs onto the coals. The morning after the great storm is the quietest time on Earth. The wind has finally exhausted.
In Yakutia, fat is a medicine. It seals the cracks in the skin.
They have broken the final rule. They are inside. For the first time in 70 years, Agafia does not wake up alone.
They are dreaming of a sun they will never see again. But the heat from the pechka stove is a close enough substitute.
The extreme cold remains, but the malice is gone.
She feels a strange lightness. The fear that has governed her since the circus truck crashed has vanished.
The hierarchy is set. She is the provider, they are the protectors. The spirits of the sky are showing themselves. A sundog is an omen of continued.
They eat what she eats. The distinction between human food and animal feed has disappeared.
A laugh hasn't echoed in these logs for a long time. It sounds foreign, yet right.
February will be the true test, the month of the cracking trees. But for today, there is enough wood and enough meat.
They are no longer a woman and her pets. They are a collective.
The river is a road again. But she has no desire to leave. Everything she needs.
People call this place a wasteland. They call it the mouth of hell. They are wrong.
It is a cathedral of ice. A place where only the most honest things survive.
The song is about a bird that flew so high its wings.
The fire is the heartbeat of the house. As long as it pulses, the darkness stays outside.
From space, it wouldn't even be visible. But here on the ground, it is the most important thing in the universe.
At night it is 71 degrees. Life is a miracle.
In the coldest place on Earth, a widow and her ghosts found a reason to survive.